We are in Louisville, Kentucky, and I have Butch Patrick, who is was a child star in some of my favorite shows, including the Munsters and Louisville. Mr. Patrick,
we got here about one.
I don't even know where to start, but how was it being a child actor with on the Munsters? I've got to ask you that for starters.
Well, the Munsters was actually my third series, and it was a great time. Wonderful show. I had done a lot of work in the 60s, and the Munsters being right in the middle, 64 and 65. I actually started off in the first year of General Hospital, the pilot episode, and played about 6 months with that. Then I went on to do The Real McCoys. By the time the Munsters came around, it was a pretty cool show. I was fairly seasoned as an actor, as a kid actor in the 60s, but this show, nobody was probably up for the fact that it would be almost 50 years later and we're still talking about it.
Yeah, very, very awesome. And what about Louisville?
The summer of 1971, Louisville, Sid and Marty Krofft had made 2 shows. HR Puffin Stuff was a big success for Jack Wild. And they did a show called The Bugaloos. They were very psychedelic type related shows. They were sort of a live fantasy. Way before Pee-wee's Playhouse, these guys were doing some cutting edge stuff back in the late 60s, early 70s. I did a show, Louisville, with Charles Nelson Riley and Billy Hayes. It turned out to be, I never really thought it was going to have much staying power, but it turned out to be one of the most popular shows they ever had.
What's your favorite production you've been in?
What was that?
What was your favorite production you've been in?
I think as a kid, when I was 13 or 14, I did the Monkees Christmas episode, which was a big deal because I missed meeting the Beatles when they came on the Munsters set. I did a movie with Chuck Jones, his only feature film, and then after that, let me see, I did 17 episodes of My Three Sons, where I was Ernie's best friend. It was a lot of work.
Absolutely. Now, you were telling me you've got the 50th anniversary of the Munsters coming up?
Yeah, September 23rd, September 24th, I think it was 1964. They came on the air, and what I'm doing is so many fans come up to me and say it's been a great show. I grew up with it. I always wanted to be part of your family, or I had a widow's peak and they called me Eddie Munster. So I figured I was going to do a tribute coffee table picture book with nothing but stories from the fans.
Very cool. Now I got to ask you, my personal website is weirdreview.com.
Yep.
And you've got to have lots of interesting stories from the Munsters and from Louisville. Can you just give us one story or a little anecdote that was just really fun?
Well, for me, when I used to leave the lot maybe once a week in Macon, I would always go down to this little hot dog stand that I had, which was right across the street from George Barris's shop. So George would let me come over and watch Sonny and Cher pick up their Mustangs and see Elvis or Frank Sinatra in his cars. And that's where I got a love for the cars. So even today, I buy and sell cars. I send them to Australia. I have a website called MunsterMuscle.com, which is very cool. I see George still, he's 87 years old, still going strong. But one of the most, probably the best story that I have is when Fred Gwynn drove off the lot of Universal Studios in the Munster coach with the cast, was told to turn around and come back, decided to go for a little joyride off the property. I loved it. I was having the greatest time. Yvonne DiCarlo was having a baby. Al Lewis was laughing hysterically, and the people pulled up alongside of us had no idea what the heck was going on. It was a great moment.
So I got to ask you now, what's your favorite car that you got?
Well, my first car was probably always going to be my favorite. It was a 69 Mach 1. I then got rid of that and bought a really nice 69 L88 Corvette. But the old muscle cars is what I really, what I hope to achieve and get some more of those and build my collection back up.
If you could have any car in the world, what would it be?
Ooh, geez. I wouldn't mind trying one of those Bugattis. They got some serious-ass nice Bugattis now. They go 240 miles an hour.
And you would take it 240?
I would find a place to go 240. I have to go to Europe, but I'd find a place.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. And from the Fright Night Fandom Festival in Louisville, Kentucky, this has been The Weird Review. Thanks, sir.